What's going on, everyone? Black Scarab here. In this video I want to show you how the best decks to get to legend, how to get to legend easily in June 2018 season 51. So because of the nerfs, a lot of new decks have arisen, whatever. You see even Paladin is now dead. Cube Lock, Control Lock don't see much play thanks to the nerfs to Dark Pact and Possessed Lackey. So a lot of new decks, and this is the most diverse meta I have ever seen since playing Hearthstone. And I've played Hearthstone since it came out. Every class has like 2-3 really good viable decks, tier 1 or tier 2. This is the most diverse meta I have ever seen. Like, the nerfs did more than the expansion, in my opinion. Like, it seems when you nerf 2-3 really broken cards, other classes have more air to breathe, and now new decks are coming out. So currently I am rank 343. I've had a lot of success with 3 decks that I'm really good at. It's a Blaze Caller Zoo. This is what I reached legend with. Yes, right here. It seems like a weird, funky deck. It's like elementals and demons, but it actually works in your favor. So you pretty much, when your opponent sees Warlock, they're thinking it's either control, it's even, it's cube lock, it's some sort of control deck. But then you drop down Flame Imp, you drop down Firefly, they get surprised. They're mulliganing for their control matchup. They don't know the aggro matchup is right in front of them, and you drop down Flame Imp, they have no answer. Hopefully you get Keleseth on 2, instant win. You drop down, just play on curve, especially Vicious Fledgling goes a long way against control, and Dreadlord does really good against aggro. Now the main weird card here is Blaze Caller. You're like, why is Blaze Caller in the deck? Well, we actually have a lot of elementals here. So we have Firefly, Glacier Shard, Nightmare, Axe-like one, Tar Creeper. So we actually have a lot of elementals. This does work. Blaze Caller is really good tempo play. It's like Firelands Porter essentially in a minion. And this is actually the deck I reached legend with for this season. So this is the deck I suggest you play against to try to get to legend. That's one deck. The other deck I've had a lot of success with is Odd Rogue. Odd Rogue is insane right now. What makes it insane is that it's a tempo aggro deck, and there's a lot of control decks out there. This is a control meta. This is the most control I have ever seen. It's that simple. It's a control meta. It's a diverse meta. The reason Odd Rogue does so good is because adding just one more attack to the hero power actually is a big deal. You might think, oh, it's just one more. No, it is a big deal because you can kill. If you play a 1-drop and then hero power next turn, you're going to kill every single 1-drop and almost every single 2-drop in the game. That's how insane it is. If I go first, summon Squire or Mole or Firefly, then turn 2 hero power, I'm killing anything in my way. And then you just snowball from there, you know. Hench Clan Thug, one of the best cards in the expansion. This should have just been a rogue card, you know. This card is insane. You hero power on 2, play Thug on 3, attack. You now have a 3-mana 4/4. You can't answer it. It keeps snowballing, and it's a really good tempo card. I don't know what this guy. Vicious Fledgling really good against control. If they don't answer it, you win. You know, so this is you know, you have a couple win more cards. Odd Rogue is really good. I think this is one of the second best decks if you want to reach legend really fast. If you don't want to spend time with all these aggro decks. Token Druid kind of fell off. Recruit Hunter. This is an insane deck. This got me from like rank 5 to rank 1 easily. I just like did not stop winning. Another deck that utilizes Keleseth. Keleseth is in a lot of decks right now. Essentially, you just want to have early game, Candle Shot, Firefly, and you know, you just stall the game with Tar Creeper, control it with Flanking Strike. And what really goes off is when you play Seeping Oozling, and you play this with Play Dead. It's essentially the new Possessed Lackey Dark Pact combo, except that Play Dead doesn't actually kill it, it just activates it. So it's more broken than that combo, because you're gonna get it off twice. And then with Oozling, you get a Devil Sword, can go face easily, can get Lich King. Recruit Hunter is the best Hunter deck right now, and it does really good against control. You pretty much want to play decks that do really good against control, which is aggro slash combo decks. This deck is insane right here. This got me from rank 5 to rank 1 easily. So I suggest you play Recruit Hunter. My last two I suggest is Spell Hunter. This is the second best Hunter deck in my opinion. Does really good against control as well, simply because of Rexar. Every turn you're just getting really big minions to your hand for free, which is really good against control. It struggles a little against aggro if you don't get Explosive Trap and Unleash the Hounds. But your real main win rate with this deck, or win condition, is the traps with the Spellstone. You always keep Spellstone in your hand. It's that good. And in order for it to be upgraded, you need it in your hand. So you keep the Spellstone, mulligan for secrets, particularly Wandering Monster, the best secret right now Hunter has. It's just that the Wandering Monster Spellstone combo is just insane. It's just too much value. 5 mana, potentially 12/12. That's just too much. That's just a lot. I mean, that's your main win condition. The reason this deck is broken is because traps with Spellstone. So this deck has won me a lot as well. So I suggest you play this. And lastly, even Shaman, yes. It seems that Gen Greymane has betrayed Paladin and has now went to Shaman. Nerfing Call to Arms was a big deal, so Gen Greymane decided to go roll with someone else that's better, you know. Pretty much this deck kind of plays like aggro mage. You just want to fill the board early and hope they don't have answers, and just keep going face and just kill your opponent with a bunch of minions. This is the best even deck right now in my opinion. It's pretty much the only even deck seeing play, you know. You always want to mulligan for your 2 drops, and you always have a 1 drop in the hero power. So there's never a turn you're not doing nothing, because you always have that 1 drop hero power. You play that, and you just win more cards, you know. You got Alpha, you got Earthen Might, Flame Tongue. Knife Juggler is really good with all the cheap 1 drop hero powers. Merc Eel is just a really good card. This should cost 3 in my opinion. It costs 2 because it has a condition, but it's a really good card. It's like a better SI agent essentially. Totem fills up the board. Corpse Taker is actually really good, hoping that you don't draw a Wind Lord. Fire Plume Phoenix actually is a shittier SI agent, but we have it simply because of the combo it can pull off with Earthen Might. But this card could be replaceable. It's not that good. Hex, obviously one of the best removals. It's like Shadow Word Death, removing also the Death Rattle effect. Serenite Chain Gang, one of the best 4 drops right now. Argent Commander, good for damage as well as having a Corpse Taker's effect go off. Fire Elemental, best 6 drop in the game right now in my opinion. One of the best. And now this is where it gets crazy, is all these legendaries. This is an expensive deck, but after you're pretty much done with the early game, mid game, you go to the late game, and this has one of the best late games in the deck. Wind Lord is good for finishing off the game with Flame Tongue Totem. Hagatha, insane value. You know, if you're behind, you activate this, clear the board. If you're not, just play it to get a lot of value. Shaman spells, there are some good Shaman spells out there. Calamos, really good for clearing the board or dealing that firebolt to the face. Lich King, the best 8 drop right now. It's like the Ragnaros of the meta. I shouldn't have to explain. Just a lot of value. And Sea Giant is just good because you're always going to have a lot of small minions. So you just play Sea Giant. It could come out as early as turn 4 or 5. So you always want to keep Sea Giant opening hand as well. So this is, in my opinion, one of the best decks to climb the legend. Has a pretty pretty high win rate. So, in my opinion, even Shaman, Spell Hunter, Recruit Hunter, Odd Rogue, and Blazecaller Zoo, and aggro mage. These 6 decks will help you get to legend. Now when you get to legend, it's a whole different story. It's a completely different meta. It's like control at the ass. You just want to keep playing these decks. Even you're gonna see a lot of even Warlock in high rank legends. You're gonna see a lot of Druid, and aggro mage does really good against Druid and even Shaman as well if they don't answer your early game. So it's a really fun meta, really diverse. It looks like the nerfs were successful. I'm glad that Blizzard nerfed those cards. It just gets to show you how absolutely fucking broken Kobolds and Catacombs was. They're obviously tweaking with the power level now with Witchwood, and it's a really healthy meta. Every class has 2-3 viable decks. And if you guys are struggling to reach legend, just watch my YouTube videos. I play every deck, and I try to go on a long win streak and post it on there. So if you're struggling, just see how I play, and hopefully that can help. Alright, see you guys. Peace and love.